We are discussing class 10 Cbse Maths textbook chapter 8 Introduction to Trigonometry. In that we are going to discuss exercise 8.4, the second question. In the previous videos we've discussed about the concepts related to this chapter and the first question. Now let's get into the second question. For the first question, we saw that we were asked to write sin A, secant A and tan A in terms of cot A. Okay, here they are asking us to write all the trigonometric ratios in terms of secant A. All the other means except secant A, everything else you have to write in terms of secant A. That means we are going to write for sin, cos, tan, cosecant and cot. Okay, for all these we are going to write. So we will do it one by one. So the first one is, so what we need to do here is, we need to, we'll first write the formulae and the identities which we know related to secant A. What are the things which we know already? We know secant A is nothing but 1 by cos A, or I can say cos A is equal to 1 by secant A. And the identity which we know is secant square A minus tan square A equal to 1, or I can say secant square A is equal to 1 plus tan square A, or I can also write secant A is equal to square root of 1 plus tan square A. So we have all these relationships here. So using all these we will be writing these trigonometric ratios in terms of secant A. So the first one we'll solve for sin. So sin A I need in terms of secant A. Secant A is related to what? Cos A. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to multiply and divide by cos A. Multiply and divide by cos A. Okay. So when I'm going to do that, I will know what is sin A by cos A. So what is sin A by cos? I can write it, or I can also write it like sin A by cos A into cos A. So instead of cos A, I can write this as 1 by secant A. Now what is sin A by cos A? It is nothing but tan A. So I have tan A by secant A. Tan A by secant A. Now I have tan A. I can write tan A as square root of tan square A. This we did even in the previous problem. So I am writing square root of tan square A divided by secant A. Now how do I write square root of tan square A? So from this I can write tan square A is equal to secant square A minus 1. So let me substitute that here. So now I can write sin A is equal to square root of secant square A minus 1 divided by secant A. So this will be my answer for writing sin A in terms of secant A. Okay. So now we can go to the next trigonometric ratio, which will be cos A. For cos A I already have here. What is cos A? Cos A is going to be 1 by secant A. Second one also we've got. So next one is what? Tan A. So just now we saw about tan square A. So if you're going to write that and you're going to convert, you're going to get the answer. Can we write that now? So third one is what? Tan A. I can write it as square root of tan square A. So what is square root of tan square A? Tan square A is secant square A minus 1. What will be the square root? So it will be square root of secant square A minus 1. So this is the answer for tan A. So we've written sin, cos, tan. Sin is over, cos is over, tan is over. Next is cosecant and cot. We know cosecant is nothing but the inverse of sin. So whatever you wrote for sin, if you are going to inverse it, you will get it for the cosecant. Okay. Likewise for cot it is going to be the inverse of tan. Okay. So directly we can very easily write it. So what will be my fourth one is going to be cosecant A is nothing but 1 by sin A. So just now we found it. So what did we find it out as? Root of secant square A minus 1 by secant A. So here cosecant A will be secant A divided by square root of secant square A minus 1. So this is my answer for cosecant A. So the final one is what? The final one is cot A. So for cot A, it is nothing but the inverse of tan A. So fifth one is what? Cot A. What is cot A? 1 divided by tan A. So what is tan A? Square root of secant square A minus 1. So my cot A, I'll get it to be 1 by square root of secant square A minus 1. So thus we have got all the other trigonometric ratios in terms of secant A. So having this as a base, can you try if it is asked for any other ratio also? Yes. So that's it. It's very easy. For knowing all this, these are mandatory. Okay. So these concepts are mandatory. You should be able to write anything, any ratio in terms of the other ratio. Here I have written only in terms of secant. Whatever is there in terms of secant I have written. So like this you should be able to write any given ratio in any way possible. If you are going to do that, this is going to be very easy for you. Hope you understood this, children. I'll again see you in another video with the next few problems. So we'll be discussing one problem. So it will be easy for you. Please try solving it and practice doing the sums. Okay. Thank you, children.